2013 San Diego Comic-Con, NECA Toys gave us one of the coolest convention exclusives I have ever seen. It's a Jason Voorhees action figure based on his appearance in the original NES video game. I mean, seriously, this guy is purple, just like the garish looking character in that old 8-bit game. It's an action figure that I didn't even know I wanted until I saw it. And I'm so happy that something this wacky was actually made. It's pretty cool, and it was a massive success at the event. So, guess what? NECA didn't stop here with Jason. No. Because now, bam! We have a Freddy Krueger figure based on his appearance in the NES A Nightmare on Elm Street video game. Oh yeah, let's check this thing out.
So if you're familiar with NECA's 8-bit version of Jason Voorhees, you'll be happy to know that this new version of Freddy Krueger here comes in the exact same style packaging that we saw with Jason. It's a perfect recreation of the Nightmare on Elm Street NES game box. It features that same artwork on the front as seen on that classic video game, and in the lower right corner we have the NECA logo that is meant to look like the official Nintendo seal of quality. One of the things I find really neat about this is how it's decoed to look as if it's worn around the edges, just like these old NES boxes often look these days. Even the back of the box is meant to look like the backside of the NES box, but instead of giving us screenshots of the video game, we instead get up-close looks at the action figure within. Now, opening the front flap of the box, we have a nice window that fully showcases the figure within. On the left-hand side, we've got that infamous screenshot straight out of the video game. So the evil is purged, fire purifies all, the bones are ashes, soon to be dust, Freddy, TM, is dead, and the nightmare is ended. Or was it? And then on the right side, above the window there, you've got the energy bar straight out of the video game. And behind Freddy in the packaging, we've got a screenshot of one of the houses straight out of the video game. Now, it is a little hard to see while Freddy's in the box, but pulling him out, you can see that awesome backdrop right behind the figure. Alright, so now that we've taken a look at the awesome packaging, let's go ahead and take a look at the Freddy Krueger action figure that's on the inside. Now, if you have been collecting any of NECA's Freddy Krueger action figures, you pretty much know exactly what you're expecting here. This is just one of the standard already released Freddy figures, but this time around he's colored with those bright, garish colors that he is seen sporting in the 8-bit video game. You can see that the figure is wearing a bright orange and tan striped shirt along with some bright reddish-orange pants to match. Both his face and hands, including the glove with the blades, are all done in a skin tone color. This, of course, directly correlates to how the character looked in the video game, where even his razor-bladed hand was colored like skin tone. Now, like I said, this is a standard Freddy figure from NECA's line, just with a new paint job. But in case you haven't seen this guy before, let's go ahead and check out the articulation here. The head's on a nice little ball joint, and the neck is even jointed, so you can rotate that head left and right and move it up and down. He's got ball-like joints at the shoulders there, so the arms can go outwards, forwards, and backwards, swivels above the elbow, standard elbow joint, nice ball joints at the wrist so you can rotate both hands, including the gloved hand. It is worth noting the claws are a little soft and flexible. Then he's able to turn at the torso there. Now, one thing you will note is that the legs are static. There are no joints in the legs. He's stuck in that standard pose. But then below that, you are able to move the feet at the ankles up and down. So, it's a decent amount of posing. You're just not going to be able to get any different stances out of the legs. Now, this particular figure doesn't really come with any additional accessories except for his hat. The hat is removable, so you can pop that off, and it does reveal a nice sculpt of Freddy's really disgusting looking face. Again, it's an excellent sculpt here because this is one of the standard Freddy action figures from NECA. He's just painted to look really goofy like that 8-bit version of the character did. So standing him alongside one of NECA's other Freddy Krueger figures, being the awesome Power Glove version, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. The details in the sculpt are exactly the same between the two. In fact, even the sweater and the legs are the same on both figures. It's really just the paint job that is the huge difference between the two. So there you go, guys. There's a look at the new 8-bit Freddy, inspired by the classic NES A Nightmare on Elm Street video game. This is just a really fun little piece to add to your collection, especially if you already have the 8-bit Jason Voorhees that came out. This here is a perfect companion piece to that. It's just a really fun little nod back to those wacky video games from back in the day. You always wondered why they were so goofy colored in those video games, and, well, now those goofy colors have translated into action figures. It's something I didn't even know that I wanted before they came out. But having these guys, especially with the cool packages that they come in, I am very happy to be adding these to my video game collector shelf. Now, the good news about Freddy here is that unlike the Jason figure, he is not exclusive to a Comic-Con. No, this guy is readily available online, so happy hunting, and until next time.